Hi, my name is Tanya Chopra, working as an international marketing assistant at Brunel University, London. Thank you for joining the session with Dr. Vinay, who will be talking about the course MSc Accounting and Business Intelligence. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. My name is Dr. Vinay Utham, and I'm a senior lecturer in finance and corporate governance at Brunel Business School. I've been working here for about 5 years. It's been my first job since my PhD finished. I'm also a CFA charter holder, and my research areas include cryptocurrencies and behavioral finance.
Thank you so much. To begin with, what do you think? Why should I study at Brunel Business School?
Interesting question, Tanya. Very, very interesting question. And obviously, it is a very important question as well because at the end of the day, the location you choose to study uh, will determine, how your career progresses and so on. So it's a very, very important question. As far as I'm concerned, I believe that there are about two or three main reasons why I'm not going to classify one by one, but most important is the fact that we are a business school that is basically located in London, first of all, and not just that, we are also located near Heathrow. So there's a lot of sort of internationalization that comes and goes. That we are connected with, and more importantly, what you will find here is the fact that there's a lot of diversity, which sort of enhances your learning experience because it's not just what you learn in classroom, but also how you learn from others that is also more important. So this enhanced diversity, not just from students, but also from staff, kind of gives you that extra edge to handle once you graduate and once you move out. And the second thing is, unlike some of the campuses in London, we are a single campus, so single location campus. Essentially, we do not have locations that will enable you to travel, I don't know, take 1 hour tube to go here and there. It's all centralized into one location, which means you not only get to meet your staff, you get to meet your friends, you get to socialize with them, as well as all your classes are within the site of your accommodation. And last but not the least, obviously the ranking. Brunel Business School is about Brunel University of London is 38th in the spot in 2025 according to the QS 2025 rankings. And more importantly, we're also part of the prestigious University of London, which kind of gives us an extra edge as well, because you not only are part of Brunel University today, you are also part of a sort of a list of universities, a franchise of universities, other top universities also. So it is an excellent recognition as far as my personal opinion goes, and it sort of also allows you to, when you graduate, it also gives you that extra edge, so to speak. So these are some of the reasons, in my opinion, why you should study at Brunel.
Absolutely. So, does this course offer any course specific accreditations?
So again, very good question. So it doesn't offer full accreditation. So the entire program is not fully accredited. However, we have a module called International Taxation, which is part of the entire program, and that is basically recognized by the Central Institute of Taxation. So it's a prestigious institute. So we don't call it an official accreditation, but we call it an official recognition. And in addition to that, obviously Brunel University of London is also basically has got AACSB. Brunel Business School, which is part of Brunel University of London, has the AACSB, and we also have the AMBER accreditation along with the Small Business Charter. But as far as program specific goes, we're just recognized by the Central Institute of Taxation.
Wonderful. So, according to you, why do you think that I should study this course at Brunel Business School?
Okay, we come to straight to it. Okay, my answer to this would be the fact that MSc Accounting and Business Intelligence is not just your standard accounting course. I mean, so basically, what it does is, first of all, our entrance requirements require the prerequisites. So if I may say so, does require you to have at least an accounting degree or an economics degree or a financial markets degree in your undergrad, because MSc Accounting and Business Intelligence is one of those very minority programs at the Brunel Business School that is a specialist program. So it is basically not only taking your existing knowledge of accounting into consideration, but also taking you into the next level in a world where that is completely being disrupted by technology. So basically, when my current students ask me exactly, what it is, we always say the simplest way to think about is this program allows you. It's a world where accounting meets technology. So essentially, In today's world, accountants are not your traditional accountants where you just keep tabs of numbers on the debit and credit side. It's a lot more than that. Accountants today are supposed to be aware of big data. They're supposed to be aware of artificial intelligence. They're even supposed to be aware of how you value cryptocurrencies, all of which you get a taste of. And not only just taste of, you also get a broad understanding through this program. So it's like I said, given that it's a specialist program, and it is Brunel Business School is one of the very few schools that actually offer a program to this degree in terms of a specialist degree and not just your traditional accounting degree. So you would be part of those special set who will be learning this course, one that is very important for your career aspirations.
Quite interesting. Talking about assessments, how is this course assessed?
Okay, the other important question. So, in terms of assessments, we only have two modules that are exams. So, in terms of the eight modules that students will be learning, that you guys will be learning here, we only have two modules that have exams. And the reason why they have exams is because they involve a lot of numbers. So they have, but when I say a lot of numbers, a lot of people get scared. But what I mean is, you don't find it's not the traditional accounting course related numbers. It's basically you need to understand certain numerical concepts in order to ace those modules. So because of that reason, we do have exams for those two modules. But for everything else, we have what is called a coursework based assessment. And by that, I don't mean you simply write an essay and submit. You also get a chance to debate among your classmates. You also get to make presentations among your classmates. And two of the modules also have something called a reflective account, something you don't find in a lot of the other programs or in other universities. A reflective account basically gives you something called, I use a Formula One reference here, every time after a race, the racers have a debrief. So it's exactly what we want you to learn, because every time you go out in the workplace, your manager would expect you to have a debrief, and we are giving you that training through this program. So part of your assessment of most of the modules involves something called a reflective account, whereby we will ask you to give your own reflection of the module, not just because we have an ego and we want to get some extra benefit. No, it's a matter of what were your expectations, were those expectations met, and sort of kind of it allows you to enhance self-reflection, which is one of the soft skills you really need to ace in today's world, especially in the accounting and finance world. So
Great. And do we have any placement options available?
yes, we do. We most certainly do. So this has basically a 12-month placement program, an 18-month placement program, and a zero placement. So if you don't want a placement program, you just want to study the course and move on, that's fine as well. You want to opt for a 12-month placement program, that's also available. You want an 18-month placement program, that is also available. So we've classified it into these three sections. But the more important, the short answer is yes, we do offer placements as part of the program.
Great. And considering the vast opportunities that you mentioned this course offers, how will this course help me choose my career?
So it allows you to choose a career which basically, so let me put it this way. It allows you to, so like I said, as part one of your questions that you asked me, one of the prerequisites of the program is you already have this accounting and economics or finance background, but that's just not enough in today's world. You ask any of the top firms, top accounting firms or top banking firms, they expect you to understand how, let's say, AI disrupts the world of accounting and auditing. It's not just you going to a client like in the past and just basically, looking at their financial statements, everything's great, you sign off a report. These days, you have to know how to crunch vast amounts of data. We are living in a world of information explosion. So obviously, the world is evolving, and so is the accounting and auditing profession. And, gone are the days where it's just dollars and euros that are in the balance sheet. Nowadays, you see Bitcoin in the balance sheet. How do you do that? How do you classify that? How do you audit that? How do you assess that? How do you account for that? All of these skill sets are something that have become extremely prevalent in today's world, especially if you have an ambition to continue your existing work, especially if you want to be an auditor or an accountant, or let's say even a data analyst. So unlike your traditional accounting programs, this program also allows you the opportunity to expand the horizon of employment opportunities, and even try out roles such as data analyst, which is something we offer through this program. So it's basically the opportunity set has expanded, so you get more options.
Interesting. So, does the university provide any links with the employers?
Yes, it does. So we have the Professional Development Center, whereby we do have a dedicated placement coordinator for master's students, and this program is obviously, the students can meet up with the person as well. And over the years, students have managed to secure placements, and either via the PDC, like basically they secure the placement, then go on to find the jobs, or they've managed to secure their jobs of immediately post graduation. So we have a good track record of students securing placements, either placements and slash or full-time jobs. So it is very much yes.
Finally, so what does a typical week looks like in the day of a student pursuing this course?
It's exciting, actually, Tanya. I would say because it kind of I've just moved into the job force 5 years back. But when I look at the students of postgrad students, it takes me back to my master's days as well. It's really exciting because it's not just about classroom knowledge. Like I said, the first thing about Brunel Business School that I talked about is the diversity. You also get to learn outside the classroom as well. So you do have lectures. So this particular program has a very special learning structure. So we don't have 1 hour lecture, 1 hour seminar, nothing of that sort. We have 4 hours, what we call team-based learning workshops. So during your lectures, what will happen is the lecturer, like me, we come in, I come in, I give you a lecture for about an hour and a half, and then I give you a 40-minute break. And those 40-minute break is not to have just coffee and snacks and chat, but also it is to basically, I also give you a topic that I just taught you in these 1.5 hours. And we give you those 40 minutes to actually kind of research and come up with a presentation topic. Sorry, how do you present the topic for about 10 minutes or so? And so once the break is over, the next hour and a half is for students and teams to come up and present in front of us, and we give them real-time feedback. And that's just inside the classroom. Outside the classroom, obviously, we are most of the lecturers that you meet, especially for this program, we do have an open door policy when it comes to office hours and so on. We're very approachable that way. And so you can always, there is always the opportunity to learn above and beyond your traditional classroom learning. So that's the other thing. And then obviously outside, you can always socialize with your friends. Like I said, there is that added advantage of everything being under one campus. So I would say it's pretty dynamic and exciting, the day-to-day week, like for a postgraduate student. Yeah.
So, it's more of a practical based learning.
100%. We don't believe in this theoretical possible, especially for this program, because there's no way employers are going to ask, write this equation down. We do believe that practice-based learning is what's important, and that's what you get from this program.
Thank you so much, Dr. Vinay, for taking out time and sharing such valuable information with us. In case you got any questions, feel free to contact us on inquiries@brunel.ac.uk.